Good morning, everybody. Lone Wolf Rick here, and it is Saturday morning here on the Las Vegas Strip. Currently about 8:30 a.m. and 87 degrees right now here in Las Vegas. Looking for a high of 108 today, so that temperature is getting back up there. I'm standing across from the Mandalay Bay Convention Center, back over there. You see the sign for the Four Seasons Hotel and Mandalay Bay right here, as we get ready to walk here northbound here to the Las Vegas Strip. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Take a look at that empty Subway store that used to be there. It's a big store. It's actually there was a two-store thing. So one time that Subway must have been awful busy or very busy. It just closed down recently. We'll just kind of roam around here for a little bit. Hopefully show you something that's going on here. This little visitor center that's right here hasn't been used in a while either. Nobody's there. If you remember back in the day, this would have been maybe like 70s or 80s. They used to have a big visitor center that was up here on the south end. They used to get a lot of traffic. They would stop here. People would actually come here and they would go there and book their room reservations. Back in the good old days, as they say. This little jackalope place here has been closed for years and years and years. They finally got the signs up. It's like they finally put it up for sale. This business has been closed for quite a while also. And I've mentioned in other videos when I've walked by here, used to be a lot of casino employees used to come here after work, meet up after work and have a few drinks and unwind before heading home. But like I said, it's been closed for quite a few years. But those real estate signs, those for sale signs, are brand new. I want to talk a little bit about the kind of the state of Las Vegas, of what's going on here. It's like, I know from a federal standpoint, it's like unemployment rates are down. As I saw this week, they posted it was a 3.5% unemployment rate from the federal government. But here in Las Vegas and here in Nevada's still on the high end of all the states. It's like for the state of Nevada, it's at 5.4% is the unemployment rate here. And then in Las Vegas, it's almost just a tick under 6%, like 5.94 or something like that. So and I know that's kind of one of the sticking points of union negotiations with all the casinos. As not every job, it's like ever came back. It's like after the pandemic. In fact, the union has stated that they have, look at this food truck, it's really good. I'm gonna try that out. I hear that the union is telling everybody that 10,000 jobs were not reinstated after the pandemic, even though Vegas has allegedly rebounded. And But a lot of the properties and casinos and everything, they just cut out a lot of the services. You know, like up here at the Tropicana I've shown, it's like the valet is still closed. And now that they're going to implode that property, eventually it'll never reopen. So all those people were never brought back. Most of the hotels, I would imagine, unless you're staying at one of the very top-end properties, they've all gotten rid of room service. So you figure the kitchen staff, room service staff, have not been replaced. I mean, they were just never brought back. Housekeeping staff, you know, it's like most properties now, it's like don't clean the rooms every day. If you're here for, say, 5 days, maybe you'll get service one day, unless you request it. And then some properties you have to pay for it if you want service during your stay. So housekeeping staffs have never been fully replaced. In a lot of the properties anyway. Driverless vehicle may stop suddenly. It's estimated here in Nevada that 25%, now this is for the whole state, 25% of everybody who lives here works in the leisure and hospitality field. I know also a big part of a big chunk of people that work for, say, small businesses, privately owned businesses, you know, family operated businesses, and a lot of those, I mean, literally thousands of family owned businesses, small businesses shut down in Las Vegas and Nevada over the past few years, with basically a lot of the buildings or the never filled. A lot of empty commercial spots here in Las Vegas anyway, which were once say small businesses or family owned businesses. If you drive around Las Vegas, you can look at any strip mall and it'll show you, I mean, you'll see a lot of empty spaces.
Wait.
You know, the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority have said that you know, the international business has never recovered, and they're saying it's still down 40% from its peak in 2019, with the two countries being pointed that the business has never come back from those countries. They're actually, it's interesting, one's interesting to me anyway. One was China, which is not interesting, you know, not surprisingly. But the other one was the United Kingdom. And they're saying it's like those are the two biggest countries that international tourism has never recovered back. And it's still down 40% from 2019. Now, what is the state government trying to do? It's like, what's state government doing? It's like they know, you know, people are out of work. And a lot of people, it's like, you know, thing. It's like I read a lot of stories, a lot of interviews and stuff from people over the last few months, where people who had jobs, you know, good jobs, good paying jobs, well, good paying in the sense that say you're making $20 an hour, and you those jobs are gone. So basically, a lot of people are just working a lot of temp jobs still to this day. And they may be working like 2-3 jobs, to make the ends meet. So while those people never show up, it's like on the unemployment register. Realistically, they still kind of count. They still have never recovered or never regained. It's like what maybe their field of expertise was, so to speak. So anyway, so what the government has said, it's like, what they plan on doing is that they have gone through and they've talked about how, great jobs are coming. And they give 2 examples, well, 3 examples. They talk about how the Super Bowl's coming in town and it'll add so many X number of jobs. They talk about Formula One, a race coming up in November, and how that's either added or will add X number of jobs. But it's kind of narrow-minded thinking, and the fact that those are just temporary spikes. Once in November, once the Formula One's gone, they're gone. And whatever jobs it's like we're taking will be gone too. And the same with the everything else. It's like, the Super Bowl, certainly will have a spike for about 2 weeks as people look to hire temporary help, but then it'll be over, it'll be gone. The governor also mentioned it's like, the building of the new ballpark up here for the Oakland A's. And how it'll add 14,000 new jobs for construction. And that's great for like about a 2-year period. And then once the stadium's built, those jobs are done, they're gone. So there's no real long-term thinking going on here as far as what's happening in this state. No long-term planning. For years and years, everything here in Las Vegas and Nevada is talking about how the state and everything needed to diversify, and how it needed to new corporations coming in, and and the whole kit and caboodle. But with the exception of Elon Musk building his almost $4 billion plan up in Reno, that's going to add 3,000 jobs whenever that gets done. I mean, they've been building it for quite a while now. That's going to build lithium batteries and different things up there. Realistically, nothing else has happened. No big industries. Now you have guys like Mark Wahlberg has come in and has talked about how his plan is to make Las Vegas the new Hollywood. But the state's talking about giving him a lot of grants and a lot of tax breaks for land to build studios and stuff. But how long does that take? And will that ever come to fruition? Plus, how many jobs will that actually take, or how many will be employed by that? On a regular full-time basis anyway. So it's just a lot of stuff going on here in Las Vegas and Nevada that we're just kind of behind the times as far as some of the country and some aspects. All right, everybody. You'll be rambling on long enough, I think. I'm Lone Wolf Rick. Thank you very much for joining me. If you're new to the channel, please hit that thumbs up button. I greatly appreciate that. And I will see everybody in the next video. Hey, bye-bye, everybody.